Then Bhagavan says, Yahatu punaha atatvavit. This is a tattvavit, wise man. What about atatvavit? Atattva means one who is not a tattvavit. Tattvavit like that, no? In the previous sloka, tattva, wise man. What about atatvavit? One who is not wise man. What will he do? How should he do then? Bhagavan says together, Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate nasa papena padmapatramivambhasa. Bhagavan says, that Bhashya says, Yaha tu punaha atatvavit pravuttah cha karma yoge. What about atatvavit? How we should do? Brahmani adhaya. Karma yoga, he will perform karma yoga. How? Brahmani adhaya karmani. Dedicate all actions unto Brahman. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, how many times he said, leave all your burdens to him. We don't know how to live. I'm ready to leave Swamiji, but we don't know how to live on him, unto him. Drop everything. It is not there. So Brahmanyadhaya, all those Brahmarpanam, Brahmarpanam, everything is offered to Lord. So wonderful. Brahmanyadhaya karmani. Now where are we dedicating our actions now? At the altar of money, at the altar of name, fame, recognition. All our actions are dedicated to these things, not to Brahman. So Brahmanyadhaya karmani. So karma yogi, he cannot experience this total detachment like Pashyan Shranvan Naiva Kinchit Karomiti. That state he has not reached. It is only Jnani Avastha. What about karma yoga? Karma yogi? Okay, don't worry. You do one thing. Dedicate all actions unto him. This at least you can do. Dedicate means what? Means what? Whatever fruit I get, I accept it as prasad. That's called dedication. Whatever I get, I will accept it. So Brahmanyadhaya karmani. How? Sangam chaktva. Without any attachment to the fruits and to the work itself. You know, great Akhandan Maharaj in one of his books he mentions, there is something called Indriya Sakti, Karma Sakti, Vishaya Sakti, Phala Sakti. So many Asaktis he mentions. And those who know Hindi, they can enjoy my statement now what I am going to talk. Jo Asakti hai, wo ja bhi sakti hai. Always Mahatma used to say, jo asakti wo ja bhi sakti hai bhaiya. So asakti also, for how many days you will have asakti? That will go and replace some other asakti. तो मैं आसक्ति हूं तो जा भी सकती है. So karmasakti he mentions in his books. What is karmasakti? Not phalasakti. No, I am not particularly interested in the end product, but I am attached to a particular way of action which I wanted to repeat, which gives me joy. Like for example, chewing gum. Is it necessary that for nutrition is required? No. Are you hungry? No. You want to show something to somebody? No. But ऐसा करने मजा आता है. Or some women go into kitchen, make some different dishes every day. But is it necessary? No. When, why? Something like that. Karma asakti. Without doing anything in the kitchen and experimenting on everybody in family, I can't keep quiet. You make funny dishes, funny looking. What is this? Name is not yet given. In Noida recently, one practical joke. All over yoga ke andar masti kar rahe hain. So our all chicks only. One chick asked her husband, whole family mission only. It happened really. She said, she asked her husband, yaar bolo, should I make rasam or sambar? Literally it happened, in front of us. He wonderful answer. First you make, we will name it later, he said. Therefore, all actions dedicate. Don't be it as karma sakti also very dangerous. Not only phala sakti. For example, suppose I get used to everyday yajna. Suppose one day no yajna. What will I do? Put a mirror. It's not yajna. That is dangerous. Oh God. There is no yajna, enjoy. Yajna, enjoy. So not only people are attached to phala sakti, karma sakti also. Very important. Like so many, why are you watching TV? Some people are, they don't see any channel for 5 minutes also. They change 222 channels in 2 minutes. Jing, 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 jing. But what is that? Karma sakti. Irika Ilya. Very dangerous, I tell you. Karma sakti. So therefore, that are not a phala sakti. So sangam chektva, not only phale api, not only towards phala, but also karma itself karma se. Some are indriya asakti. One particular indriya asakti. Something, one indriya they wanted to satisfy all the time. No need, no requirement, nothing, but always that indriya, one indriya is more hungry than other indriyas. Dangerous. There are all so many bondages we have. So therefore, karma and sangam jaktva karoti yaha, whoever he who, Gurudev, whoever he be, he who. You must have heard, Gurudev, those who heard, whoever he be, he who. Yaha karoti lipyate sa papena. Papena, papa, guilt. Any precipitation after action which is creating a bitter feeling in the consciousness of ours is called a sin. Anything, any bitter feeling precipitates after the action is a sin. A guilt is a sin. That means if they are not guilty, it is not a sin. No, you feel guilty afterwards. The moment higher wisdom comes, you feel, oh, what is. So therefore, nasa papena. Such a man is not tainted by sin. Padma patra, like lotus, water on the lotus leaf. Therefore, karma yogi, what he should do? A jnani, naiva kinchit karomiti. Karma yogi feels that he is doing it. Katrutva bhava is there. Bhagavan, theek hai bhaiya, you keep that katrutva bhava with you, never mind. But brahmanyadhaya karmani. Sangam jaktva karoti. Don't work for, get attached to fruits. Whatever fruit I give you, you accept it as prasad. Therefore, you will grow like this. Now, Bhagavan Krishna continues together. Sloka number 11. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalairindriyairapi yogina karma kurvanti sangam chektvatma shuddhaye. Now you ask, why? What is the result or purpose of a karma yogi performing actions? Karma yogi ka phal kya hai? Antim, what is it? The nirnaya or antim fruit or paryavasanam. The end result of karma yoga. What is that karma yoga? Karma yoga will not directly give you any Brahma moksha and all that. Nothing. It will qualify you for jnanam. So therefore, the very purpose of karma, why should I do karma then? Loka sangrahaya. But what is the purpose? Bhagavan says that yoginaha karma kurvanti. Kis liye? Sangam chektva kevalam atma shuddhaye. Atma shuddhi, antakarna shuddhi. Antakarna shuddhi means what? All the unwanted thoughts, guilt feeling, precipitation feelings, and the negative qualities, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, irshya, dvesha, asuya, icha, ane prakar, so many things are there. All these things are creating havoc inside. If all these things are removed out, literally you will feel in your heart 24/7 cool effect. Just as when heartburn feels, jealousy, literally you feel the burning here. Quite opposite is when there's nothing in the mind, so pure, peaceful. No apeksha. I'll give you an example of apeksha, how this is also said by Swami Akhandananda Maharaj. I don't know how many of you know him, a great Gurudev's friend. He was, the other Swamiji told me, he also studied in Siddhavari only. Gurudev said, then again go and serve your Guru. He was serving there. Govindananji Maharaj of Akhandananda Maharaj, Vrindavan. He told me one thing. When I go to Vrindavan frequently, I meet Swamiji there. Govindananji studied in Siddhavari, but Gurudev said, go and serve your Guru. So he's a surgeon, a doctor from UK. Anyway, elderly man now. He told me, once Puja Gurudev, he was there. Gurudev came to meet Akhandananda Maharaj. After meeting Masti Gesti, Gurudev went away. Jaise Gurudev left in the car, Akhandananda Maharaj turned back and said, Inke paas o chabi hai. He said, he has that key. He can open it for anybody. He has that key. Key for Brahmanirvanam, that state. He can transport you. Was it beautiful? So Akhandananda Maharaj said one example. How apeksha, little apeksha, it will kill your life. Little expectations, little expectation, little desires, useless third-rate desires. But it is useless from a higher standpoint of, for that person is very important. Akhandananda Maharaj's grandfather used to run a dharamshala, it seems. A big dharamshala where a lot of students used to stay there, free food, boarding and lodging, and people used to study. The service used to do, a lot of people it seems. So one day Akhandananda Maharaj was walking, it's Purvashram, as a student. He was walking somewhere, inke Guru ke paas ja raha hai. His Guru is another Mahatma. He was walking towards his Guru. And somebody who was studied, was sponsored by his grandfather, who studied in Dharamshala, who is well educated now, he was walking opposite direction. So there was eye contact, but that man who was studied and who knew, of course, Akhandananda Maharaj as a grandson of the one who taught me, who gave me everything, Ashraya, he did not wish him. That man did not wish Akhandananda Maharaj. Then this man felt sad. Dekha, gamand dekho, how much anger, the pride, he became proud that he is not wished me at least say Hariyom. I am the Pota, the grandson of that great man who is actually, this is how the world is. And he was walking one towards Guru. And Guru is a Mahayogi, his Guru. His Guru looked at, hey, kya hua aaj? Aisa shakal kyun banaya? Why your face is like that? Guru asked. Guru, he said, Swamiji, this is what happened. He did not wish me also. I felt so bad for this. At least you could have wished me at least. Acha, oh ho, that means you are feeling sad because he did not wish you. Yes, that is not the reason why you are feeling sad. For what? You have a desire in you to get wished by everybody. You have a desire in you that you want to be wished, say Hariyom or good morning, by everybody. Suppose if I have wished that everyone should touch my feet, don't do that, please. Suppose I have the desire in me, I will be the most miserable man on the globe. What a simple thing. I go, a principal is standing, I may not have seen her, so I did not say good morning. But principal get disturbed. Why? I want to be wished, I want to be adored, I want to be recognized, I want to be respected, I want to be accepted. That desire in me has created this pain. Will you have same pain for X, Y, Z whom you don't know? They did not wish. No pain, mind is peaceful. Puranjida, this is what happens between mother-in-law, father-in-law, father, son, sister, brother, everywhere, in every relationship, this is what happens. Suppose a mother wanted a certificate expecting from whole family that the vegetable, puriyal, whatever it is good. But nobody gives certificate on that day. That's it. Then you feel miserable. I ask you, why are you miserable? Nobody said, yeah, this anything. But that is not the reason. The reason is you had a desire in you to get certified. But in this world I am still living, I want some encouragement. If that is the level you are, beg for that. But that is not the level what Bhagavan Krishna is speaking here. Sangam jaktva karoti. देखिए, so kayena manasa buddhya, through body, mind and intellect, केवलैर इंद्रियैरपि. So wonderful Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, केवलैर इंद्रिय में ममत्व वर्जितैहि ईश्वराय एव कर्म करोमि न मम फलाय इति. पर ईश्वर केवलैहि meaning only manasa I do, body activities I do, but ego is not registering them. Mentally I perform, there is no mamatva buddhi, so ego is nothing registered there. And in buddhya, through buddhi I perform, I think and do whatever it is. So many activities I will do through buddhi. But at the same time, the ego is not registering there, anything there. So I use all these things, but mamatva varjitaihi, abhimana varjitaihi. If you do, therefore, Gurudeva says, where there is love, there is sacrifice, and there is no ego there. In one of the talks, Puja Gurudev, you must have heard in the talks, Gurudev said that if you love your wife so much, and wife says, honey, bring my chappal, and I bring my chappal, her chappal also to her. There is no ego there. At the altar of love, ego doesn't exist. So, kevalair indriyairapi yogina karma kurvanti. So, the very purpose of yogis doing all activities, karma yoga, is only for antakarana shuddhi. There is no other agenda for them. They don't want any apeksha, meaning expectation, hope. Like I told this Makhana Maharaj, your little expectations also makes your life miserable, horrible, terrible. Little expectations. For us, people tell us also, Swamiji, I came, you did not look at me. What a sensitive case. Well, what will I say? I am sorry. No. Then what should I say? Prostrate to you? No. You tell me, was it deliberate? No, it was not deliberate. Okay, thank you. I thought you have forgotten. And Gurudev tested me like that 3 days, he did not look at me also. I said, ठीक है, हम भी कच्चे गुरु के शिष्य थोड़ी है, पक्के हुए शिष्य के गुरु के ही हम शिष्य हैं, देखते हैं चलो. So I was giving sandals and stick. He is accepting service, but he never looked. Last day I touched his feet. Mentally I said, I am going tomorrow. Then I said, immediately he said, okay. Immediately answered verbally. How are you going back? And after that, a little test he does it. Who knows?